People of God, listen. I read an article. Well, I didn't even read the whole article, but I just saw something where a CEO is warning, saying there's going to be a coming meat and egg shortage. Basically, they talking about some bird flu now, where it's spreading rapidly, and they're gonna have to cull millions of chickens, right? So they're talking about a chicken shortage and an egg shortage. Oh well, listen, I want to tell you something. If you have the space, you don't need a lot of space. You can have like, you don't even need, you probably need what, maybe a 10-foot space. If you got like a 10-foot back garden or patio or something like that, where you could just put like a tiny chicken coop. It doesn't even have to be anything big. You can raise you um a few birds, 4 to 6 birds, and you can get you 4 to 6 excuse me, 4 to 6 eggs a day. And it doesn't matter what people think. Let me tell you something. Most of the times when you get an idea pop up in your spirit, a desire, that's coming from God. Remember, it is written, if you delight yourself in me, I will give you the desires of your heart. I remember back in 2018, all these desires from 2018 up until now. So many different things were coming to my spirit. Started back in 2018. I used to have these dreams. I think it was 2018. Whatever, when before the pandemic start. So if the pandemic started in 2018, then maybe it was 2017. It was some time, about a year before, prior to that, this old pandemic starting or whatever, right? So a year prior, I it was this thing with chickens was so heavy on me. And I used to be afraid of chickens because I wasn't born when my grandmother those was living. My aunt, my miracle aunt that recently went back to the Father, she was telling me how my great grandmother, they had chickens. And so I am the first of the lineage to now have chickens in this daytime, right? But back a year prior, it was so heavy on me. And every time something is heavy and pressed upon me, I know it's coming, it's from God. It's because I have to complete this assignment, right? And so I finally had to complete the assignment. I finally got chickens and ended up loving them, falling in love with the little birds. But before I got it, I was trying to tell people this is what's coming on me. People was laughing at me. Oh, you old fashioned. Oh, ain't nobody got time for no chickens. You sound like an old lady. Look what I did. I never stopped. I always had my own mind though. So even though I've always been the type of person, even if people laugh at me, sometimes I laugh at myself. I really just didn't care. I just followed what was in my spirit, and it always turned out to be some type of benefit for myself or the people who were around me or connected to me. So anyway, this is a book that I ordered. And I remember I had my social media, I had a Facebook account back then, and I was sharing all of this stuff. And this is the first book I ordered. And I read this book from the beginning to the end. And once I learned the knowledge, then that's when I was like, oh, okay, I can easily take care of chickens, So you can get this book and you can get your own chickens. Nothing, this thing doesn't have to alarm you with what these people are saying about this bird flu or whatever. We know that there is some of this stuff probably is orchestrated, but raising chickens are it's very simple and it's fun, and chickens are very quite interesting. They're very humorous. So none of that has to alarm you, okay? But it was something that I just read and I wanted to share it. You yourself can raise your chickens. And when I got, when I started raising mine, um, once I got that task out of the way, a year after, boom, we had a pandemic hit. There were no eggs on the shelf. So I had to provide egg not only for myself, but I was able to provide to people who were in my vicinity and share with those who were um, near me, and it was something I really enjoyed doing. So anyway, get you a book, Raising Chickens for Dummies, and learn the knowledge that you need. so that you can be self-sufficient and provide your own meat and eggs, and nothing has to alarm you. All right? Have a blessed day, people of God.